manager Michael Ryan's first league game in charge, Tipperary give debuts to Dara Quinn from Nina, chosen at centre field, and Borrisolee's Dan McCormack in the half-forward line. The gifted Noel McGrath forms an inside forward line with his younger brother John, and another from Borris, Conor Kenny. Of course, this is Ger Cunningham's second year in charge of Dublin, and his team tonight shows Conor Dooley picked in goal, the return of Joey Boland and Oisin Goff to the backs, Eamon Dillon chosen to wear the number 11 shirt, with an inside forward line including Davy Dotsley O'Callaghan and Mark Shute.
Ryan Hena for Drochtra, Paddy O'Griefa.
The world belongs to those who dare.
For fiant and Shaw start simple to run the shot. Na Cunilach fear walk go on conscious curstach. After the man Shin Cahill Barish, Far Hibradar and the Doubleton on Hunters in the Glan. Slow bra Ballystach and Shaw start simple. Can father sauce Shin Conor Kenny on Far New Tossishin Shin. Him on the Carnegie Noel McGrath Picassos on Kianshin Mardenman. The Cunilach fear Hrum Godo Kenny reached to the Gaman Kianshin and Picassos. And Georg Green at a Gaman and Shin Conor Kenny. The Ferris Barsley and Shin Shola Kianshin had it dressed on and Kate scoring child so simple. Kenny's in the Gama, Scott Imrodi Himpeled. Kianshin and the Rook and Shin Himpel can't learn the podcast. Dan McCormack and Shin Kurlesh Ganshin go Hibradar and Shahik Jason Ford. Shahun Ford is in the Valach and Stach. When Lena Slot against Spicha should score that Sam Sheik Jason Ford. The Hibradar and Emil Keen East to Glyphisha. Jason Ford. Toig all the vision about it and all the stach at a road in there. Shoulder had it dressed on. But I should know Hibradar and the Notion and Emil Lorraine, Fairview Marown or Lapin to Beganos. Darren Gleeson is a book mach. Oh no, Donald Green contract. So Jason Ford, the Kurlesh Ganshin, Chachum Ford, and Lina Stalk's Fika, Gahish, all the stach, and Carnell the Hangay. Jason Ford, Gundar about Suglivisha, Picassos of Visha, Dolchin Keen. Tanny Chinna locht Lanta Hibradarin. When Lena Slotted got Fichi, Fury Shulastach, you chance could Conor Dooley, this a goal. Coolagus Cooley, neck Ford, Hannah Hintz, a Glyvisha, two smack, correct the Tipperary Lesha Glypha. Russian Fek became Farga, take Balla Clear, the Gulchin, Jason Ford. Dara Quinn, a Kurlesh Ganchik, Hibradarin, Kalfad Stach, and Laura Kenny in, or just strike Kenny off, fear hands are cool. I think Kanshin or the Assos had it, she's on. Tall Nadine and Chinla Conor Dooley, saw Robert and take Conor Kenny, Gaff on a Kianshin, Gachrod Cartach and the York to me had it since last on. Rory and their Chugwala Clet, Dara Plunkett, Far Commonly, O'Commonly Bleed, past Dasser Staff Sagunia. Paul Ryan, I'm sure Paul Ryan, Casamach, Kianshin, Paul Ryan, Fear Green Gadosh, and Sar scoring Paul Ryan. And Shin Fragramag, Paul Ryan. With the Coolings Cooley and the Damsha Jason Ford, our Tival in the podcast. Don Vjarna Lighting at the Kerry King Goholini. Churchill Clear, Shin Goff, Bruach Eric Banner Mark, Goff Gerald Cheese and Ganshin, Cunilach a fair walk Gozo, four Fiant to Sean Stud Simple to know, Shot Conor Kenny, Garen Kanshin and Ficassus, the Gunagot had Dan McCormack, Bruach Eric Dar Plunkett, past Asamach, Jason Ford, Baltilesh at Tivlin, a Sar score and Shake Ford. Wadden take Conor Kenny Chin Agus take Dan McCormack and Vert Nuagus Jason Ford. Dina Hadish Straston. Brenda Marlish and Books here. Tossi Hibradar and Crow Zackrafty shot Jason Ford in no one Ella at Taskrista in like Jason Ford to get for no matter what shot. And score Ella full Sam Sheik Hibradar. I pick a source of Visha in no one Ella. Shin Furious Gugado. Shin come evening her Ger Cunningham and Lauren Nohida. It's a Eden Ockin Gahulini from Keen, Shahun and Puck Slassin, why Michael Breen. Can Ishal Stach Chin to Gama and Shinig Noel McGrath, Casa Hadish and Wallen, Careful at Kanshin, and we're cool the Branowara. And we're cool, Dullet Dome Brat, Sar score I'm Shig Noel McGrath. But that's Noel McGrath, Kalash, air fighting the Himera. Farah Hallem on Flynn Shakatzer, don't know, kick a Honig Shakon Podcast, good for Lakanish, gun in the Galliva, Sar score. Park Marigold, Sheeran, Kanshin, Glantamach, Chinning, Michael Cahill. Bert Hurl the Sale, Glanny Kanshin, sorry, Gaffalt into Chin, and Chris Crumley and Passamach, Dishan Shaw, our score, Egg Balla Clear, Sinna and Chin and Desher scored and Conscience Schulta had it last night. Dara Plunkett have been Chin. Chris Cumry saw Gaffal and past Lava. Dara Plunkett, Zida had it last night. Sin Yadog Lahama Shake by Michael Ryan. Sostig Mafi Mar Hassan Corsi. Agus Eden, Three-Hul Clan Kina Chai Lahama, Lee Goolin in the Fornia. Skipping Chinning Normal Crab, Bautal Pasney, Baltilish TV in a Kehol a Conscience, as she did of the Stigum Foster. Score glow to Ella Foss, I'm Shake Noel McGrath. I shouldn't take a Klishka, Bautal and Puck Schlassa, Hoyga Skippy, Bautal Pasney, Glanzi, the Haddish at Drasna. I shouldn't tell Darn Gabork and King Gatish as a Gubisha. Queen on the Hasno Fornish, Arikela, it's Fran, the Blender Shakater, Fark Fernell, Rabo Alwar, Igbala Clea. Come with drift through that course into the shot. Shakun Eamon Dillon, Garvak Garval, Kostach, and Elena Cool. Pass Machaching, the Mark Shute, Ellen Fury Gear. Didn't go on, Chinning Mark Shute. Conscious of the Stach Haddish is last on Farhulach and Chin. And each Chris Cumry and Chin, it's in a Harkian field near odds art. It's Mark Shute, Cliff now. Derek Gleeson another one of Elisha Buckamach. Bunch of Bishton Us, come on, Chin. And Johnny McCaffrey, Shafun, Mark Shushay, another one Ella. Pass Dassish, Dassagun, Trasna, the pot, Giggle, Tras and Chinta, Colum Cronin, Baltilisha Tivlina, when Lena Slot, against Fichel and Ferriera Cronin, Chin Sar score, Amshi, Colum Cronin, and Simmers, Walla Clear, Wadney Sar, like Reed, no matter who knows. Peter Gahulin, he fought to that Chin, Mark Shute, at those body. Agus anish Colum Cronin la Colinella white Tival in the podcast. Bruma couldn't chin like David Tracy. Brendan Marin pass Mark Chuck but la Dara O'Connell. O'Connell la balla Conscience is that had it is that on Colinella Foss Amshi like balla clear. David Tracy did not but Crua. Dara O'Connell like clear now. Gleeson got Gar about Shamach. Leon and Chin. James Barry. Stachler Bilash and Skirall and Chin Connor Barrett. The Crowhun Desho Hen is Comor Fadis so thrown the Dossier. Conscience Bishtamach Shahun Jason Ford Janish. Jason Ford and a team of it Clay. Coolin Island Ford Samshake Jason Ford. Sar his Pontus Tucky. Far Silver Mines and Shaw Stod Simple at Rona Shaw. Pasmach Fotig and Chin White Connor Kenny. It's what I want Ellen, the posty sculty like Jason Ford. Father Jim Baltimore Gleeson to the mark and Conscience. Chin Buttig, Dylan Fitzell, Gail Lashdin, Bouchin, White Tivlina, Dylan Fitzell, and further deal tackle from Podka. Should score Amshik Fitzell. Verhonik Stacher ball and on it Patrick Bonnermar. Sorry, Yaffal's in taking Chin. So I'll teach Stig Chris Crumney. Scare Crumney against Wayne Tivlin a sort score Rick Fitzell. John McGran shot, John. Darlan Olden, I shot John, a Casatino Love Clay, agus Coolin Elefos at Jenek to Berdorn. And Halina Wad Roes Kakuk. John Ferdinand Repel agus so much, Minu agus Fivlian agus Ficha, let to Berdorn, let Blianta Veganos. Sholan Kyanshin had a Shidrasna. Kurstach Chinik, Brendan Marstach, Connor Kenny, and another one. Kenny's Disagunia, Bruachared, Kino O'Callaghan, and Lishan Conscious of John McGrath, Pasmach Chuggety, John O'Dwyer, there's Bubbles O'Dwyer, Molly Conscious, Staff Haddish, and Draston. Barretta Tataki, Staff Maronade. John McGrath in the command, Pasmach and Chin, there's John O'Dwyer, Shola Haddish, and Draston. Ruhin Rush let to Berdorn to Clifford on Nishanadira. Brendan Marin East and passage back at East to Corto. Bubbles to my Bubbles and Conscience and Vishamach. Jason Ford to go in Yankee Jason Ford and pass it Ash Chai O'Dwyer up Casa. Macher Team the Lovic Kitoga Haddish a goal and Kevin Conscience as he did a Haddish from Martin Strasna. And Dara Coolin and she Bubbles O'Dwyer a Honig Shop and Podka. 3 Hurling Day going to shed in the Fornia. brew at a Thompson of Sar score Dina Hadish is Rasnan Connor Dooley cool ball in Chinlish and Buxir Cal Fada Baltiga Tuki Sos and Chin Big James Barry ta Bucky Schnapp mar lachol Lada to Lona Shopshin Fantastic Shin Sos and Chin Fad la Connor Kenny it's a long toss of Sars Tispontus Tuki again to Lona Shop the Gimmerton the Head Cliff go Hinchin Hibberdarin Keint go Tispontus man Tuki again Conshin a Blishin Chin Achad Narira Wadro Ace Giga Trasha More father Park Marichin gun Brugal light there more father Holy Conscion as he did after Ishtek on Fosta Park Marichin a star score as Shachtu Slatamach Marchin Hurling Day and it's Garrett Navornia because Tom Annan's catching shots that simple Connor Dooley let's book a mach will and rate on column lines of course in Twitter Taga Devin agus Boa Allwarren shot Hector Badar in the Stats Temple agus
Manager Tip beat Dublin by 123 to Dublin's 12 points.
I wouldn't be deceived by the scoreline. You know, this is absolute winter conditions here in Thurles. But look, we came to win and you know make a start on the National Hurling League campaign, which we did. So we're happy with that. But I wouldn't read much into it beyond that.
All played tonight. Tip were really good, really sharp, and I suppose they're an experienced team, and you know it was a big challenge for us to come around tonight. I suppose missing the players that we had, and you know through injuries and that kind of stuff. So, but again, our guys will have to learn from it. It's you know we've a week to turn it around, and we play Galway next Saturday. So we got to look at as to how things we can improve and prepare properly for next Saturday.
Yeah, not too much doubt about that result. Tip enjoying themselves in front of the home crowd last night. Liam Sheedy, you were in that crowd. You were enjoying yourself as well. But I suppose you have to be honest and say Dublin really didn't bring the ammunition last night to Thurles.
No, Tip were full value for their 14-point victory. I mean, Dublin never really... They were lifeless yesterday evening, Michael, for whatever reason. I mean, you wouldn't have seen that coming. They were very good in the Walsh Cup. Yeah. You know, looked to be going really, really well. But they brought nothing to Thurles yesterday evening. You know, they were a point each after 10 minutes. But that was because of Tip's wides. But 1-9 to 3 points. And Tip had 10 wides in that first half. We could have been going home at half time. But Ger Cunningham has a lot of soul searching to do with that bunch this week. Conscious they are missing some key players. But ultimately, that was a very, very poor an inadequate performance in Dublin last night. It
was. Perhaps you wouldn't have seen it so much through the highlights that we just showed there, but really the Tip defence were mopping up everything last night. They seemed to total control of the game at times. Yeah, you know, and we spoke it earlier about the importance of having a sound defence that you can really work from, because I mean everything that you do in the game, the platform is built from the back, and just their use of the ball and their support play, the way that, you know, there was a few changes yesterday. I mean, James Barry came out centre back, looked very much at ease. Thomas Hamill went in full back again, was not troubled in any way. Michael Cahill back in his corner, and you know Cahill Barrett he's a guy that's really on top of his game. But you know this guy, I think, you know, he had been operating, he was trying to do a job up centre forward the last year. But I mean Brendan Maher, you know, having wing back, he's attacking the game. You see him going up there winning his free, and Padraig Maher getting these 2 points. Defensively, Tipperary were very well structured, and whoever beats them this year is really going to have to break down that defence, and it's not going to be easy. No, it is not going to be easy. You look at Tipperary, you look at all the wonderful hurlers that they have, Henry, but they found a man from somewhere else.
Yeah, it was interesting. I think Michael Ryan came out at the beginning of the year, said he wanted to go more direct, more physical, and there's a man playing full forward who I hadn't heard of before, from Kildare originally. His father would have played with Boris Lee in the 80s, Conor Kenny. And, you know, last night, this is the thing for me, is that he was winning his own ball winning ability, won a free, scored a great point. And this is just, you know, the top forward actually for Tip yesterday was Jason Ford, 1-5. But again, Conor Kenny win that hard ball. And I think, again, just like similar I said to Galway in the previous game, when the pressures come on Tip in the last couple of years, they've really, you know, Bubbles, Seamus Callan, they can all make the ball talk. There's no doubt about it. But you need someone strong to win the ball. And Conor Kenny, for, you know, Michael Ryan would have been a shining light last night that he won. I suppose a big test is coming next weekend. Sure. He's playing Paul Murphy and Joey Holden. But for him, it was a great start in the league last night, and I think that's what Michael Ryan is looking for.
No, I'm sure it is. All right, for our next piece of action,